Hello again, chaps. How are we all doing? You have to excuse the light. I'm doing this in the evening time, so it's all kind of there's no natural light, so it's got funny things going on. So anyway, we've got an unboxing. We're unboxing this kit here, right, which is a 1/72 scale. Yep, unusual for me to do a 1/72 scale. It's a 1/72 scale T-35 Soviet heavy tank. Now I did one of these before in 1/35 scale. Now I'll be doing it in 1/72 scale. Multi-turreted tank. They were built between 1933 and 1938. They went into service around 1935. By 1940-41 they realised it's a heap of shit. Yep. A heap of shit. Well, I wouldn't go as far as saying a heap of shit, but shall we say it wasn't great at all. It was too heavy. Didn't really. It was kind of built for World War I sort of style of battle, which never really occurred. You mean when you look at it now, compared to say modern tanks of nowadays, you'd say to yourself it's a bloody joke with, you know, monster of a yoke. There was no, no purpose or meaning to it. But you got to think of back then, at the time, the only experiences by 1933, the only experiences they had in war was, major war would have been World War I. So that's how they presumed that the next war, should it ever happen, that's what was going to happen. The old sort of in trenches and all that kind of thing. So these big tanks would kind of lumber up and be able to protect from all directions and cross through the trenches and all that kind of thing. But the amazing thing is they only built 61 of them. That was it, 61. That was it, that was the full production run. So that's my little history bit. Not very much. So anyway, let's get down to the bench and let's get this thing unboxed. Okay. Okay, we'll start as usual, like they say. We'll start with the box. Okay, the box art shows sort of, I think it's Red Square in Moscow. The usual May Day parade by the looks of things. I've got a picture here of the T-35. Got some soldiers sort of standing at attention over on the side. Grand, nice picture. Nothing more you can really say about it. It's nicely done. Information that it gives, it's a 1/72 scale. It's a Soviet T-35 Soviet heavy tank. Look on the side here, it gives us some colour callouts, some paints to use, be it ZVEZDA paints and Tamiya paints, which is great because I use the Tamiya paints. It's 1/72 scale. There's 237 parts to it, and the whole thing is 13.5 centimeters in length. Okay. On the side here, it says kit number is 5061. Okay, as you can see there, 5061, and as you can see, it's got one of those ZVEZDA seals on it. On this side here then it gives us some of the other vehicles that they produce in 1/72 scale. We've got a T-34-85, we've got an SU-100 and an ISU-122. Okay, that's what's also available in the range. On the back then it gives us a photograph of the completed model, unpainted, and a couple of semi-close-ups of it. Okay, so it gives the engine deck there, the cover there with the turrets, side view, and then we've got the full thing there. So let's get it open. Cut the seal. I'm not going to do my seal impersonation like I usually do. I know some people out there will be disappointed, but unfortunately I'm not going to do the seal impersonation. Now, it's the same as their 1/35 scale kits. ZVEZDA sort of double box everything. I do like the ZVEZDA boxes. I've always said that. I've said it about their 1/35 scale box and everything else. You get a grand sturdy box to keep your bits and pieces in. Protects the kit, and also it's dead handy for storing little bits and pieces around. The big ones, I have a couple of them there under the table. I use them for spare parts. I have another one then I keep all the instruction manuals in. So there's another one for the list. Right, we open the box. It's in grey plastic. We have one bag with all our parts. We've got a single piece here with the two colour call-out options for it. Okay, well, I wouldn't say colour call-outs because it's just plain green, but the decal options. Okay, for two different variants. Okay, we get an instruction sheet. Okay, obviously it's just a single sheet, 16 steps in total. We'll have a close look at that after. We've got one of those little safety sheets, okay, telling us how to be safe. And we've got some decals, decals, transfers, stickers, right? So there we go, a close look at the decals, right? Okay, so that's the decals. The instruction sheet, right, it gives us a drawing there of the vehicle, which is basically the black and white version of the box art. Tiny little bit there about the T-35, some sort of safety information and a couple of other little things like that. Right. So the instructions themselves then, right? A little bit busy. There seems to be quite a lot going on. It's link and length tracks, which is unusual for 1/72 scale. Right, we've got link and length tracks. By the looks of that, we've got some individual ones there. We're putting on our turrets, all our little bits and pieces onto it, making up the main turrets and things. It's all turrets, loads of turrets. If my memory serves me correct, it's 4 small turrets and 1 big turret. Sort of the front and the back is sort of mirrored when it comes to the turrets. We've got a sort of turret with a long gun and a turret with a machine gun. Then at the top, then you've got the short barrel howitzer on the turret. So the instructions, like I said, they're busy enough. There's plenty going on in there, but easy enough to read. And if you mark off what you do, you shouldn't have any problems. Okay, that. So there's our instructions. Our painting, or not painting guide, because like I said, everything is the one colour, green. But we do have our decal options. Now it's all in Russian, unfortunately. Model painting and placing of the decals. So I presume that's what that says here in Russian. I'm trying to see, does it give us what units they're in, but I think it doesn't. It just gives us, say, the red star or the one with the stripies. Okay, so there's your decal and painting options. So let's get on to the plastic itself. Right, back out with my knife. Get rid of this noisy. I don't like how everything is in one bag. I never did like it. It's kind of rub up against each other. Depends on how it's transported. Always check the bottom of the bag for loose bits. Okay, no loose bits in this one. But sometimes bits sort of fall off the sprue and get scratched and little bits get broken and things like that. So we can get to see the size of it from that. Okay, there's our hull. Nicely moulded, I must say. You know, there's some nice detail on that and all. You get a kind of a close up there of that. So the detail is very, very nice on it. Okay. Nice rivet detail. Even got some underneath detail there. Right. So there's our lower hull. Massive, absolutely massive. Alright, this sprue here, I'll just shove them to the side in case they're kind of getting in the way. Alright, this sprue here has got our wheels, suspension bogie parts, a couple of other little things. I presume they're little track pieces the size of those. They're absolutely bloody well tiny. So can we get a zoom in on those? Yeah, look at them for tracks. Isn't it a good job the whole thing isn't individual tracks? Imagine doing them. I mean, like, there's the size of my small finger. They're flipping tiny. I'm going to have fun with this one, especially after doing the 1/16th Tiger. These things is going to be it's going to be fun. Okay, so we've got 2 of those sprues. Actually, we don't. We have 3, 4. We have 4 of those sprues. 4 of those little sprues there with the wheels and suspension parts and track links. Okay, here we've got one of our turrets. Right, we've got our antennae ring. Yep, that was it wasn't just for sort of a safety barrier. It is the antenna. It seems to be sort of squished down a bit, but you know, once you glue that into place, that should kind of pop up easy enough. Right, we've got our 2 turret sides here for this. I presume that's for the main big turret. Right. Detail. Pretty nice. Nice detail on that. Okay. Like I said, these parts are flipping tiny. I'm going to need magnifying bloody glass to see half it. Going to have fun, I'll tell you that much. Going to have fun. But there's no flash, not that I can see anyway. Condition is very, very nice. Moulding is very nice on them as well. Not much more I can say about it really. Plastic is okay. So that's one sprue. We have another sprue here. We've got our link and length track section, so I presume there's 2 of these. Yep, we've got 2 of these, identical. So we'll have a look at one. We've got one of our small turrets there. We've got a small turret here. So let's probably say one of each. Yeah, because there's 2, basically 2. Of the small turrets, there's 2 of them that have a long gun and 2 of them have machine guns, so this would make up 1 turret. This would make up a second turret, and being 2 of these, that's 4 turrets. We had our piece then with the main turret on it. We've got our track sections. Let's have a close look at the track now. We'll look at both sides of it. Right. So there we go. For the size of it, that is nicely detailed, isn't it? You know, don't just agree with me, make up your own mind, but to me that is, for the scale, that is very, very nicely detailed. I've never seen a 1/72nd scale tank with link and length tracks, but then again it's been years since I've done a 1/72nd scale. Used to do the old Airfix ones, so they'd have been the old rubber tracks. And we've got the upper deck. Okay, side skirts, engine deck cover, engine cooling fan, and what the rest are, I haven't the faintest idea. Right, but let's look at the detail on these again. Okay, we start with the fan. That is very nicely moulded, and you know, considering the size, the detail is there. Come on, zoom in there better. Right. So it's very nice indeed. We got two mantlets there. Right, there's our engine deck cover. Here's our main hull, or main deck, whatever you want to call it. Not being a tanker, I do not know. I was infantry, so I don't, when it comes to tanks and things like that. Then again, I was Irish Army, so we don't have tanks. We're not an offensive army, we were purely defence force, so we don't have tanks. We do have a couple of Scorpions, alright, which are more of a kind of a tracked patrol vehicle, really. I wouldn't really call them tanks. Right, there's our tow ropes. I presume they're all parts of guns and things by the looks of it. Gun mantlet and stuff. You know, we'll find out as we're building it. And there we go. That's basically it. That's it. That's all that comes with it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sprues, and our main hull. The size of that. Like I have the 1/16 scale Tiger just here, and the barrel isn't even that big. So I should say that isn't even as big as the barrel on it. The barrel is twice the length of that. I just went over and measured there. So this would fit inside the turret of the 1/16 scale Tiger. But anyway, it looks okay. Looking forward to getting stuck into it. Like I said, it is tiny, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for me. It would be a challenge for me normally when I, making 1/35 scale to go down to 1/72. But after literally just after finishing the 1/16 scale Tiger, this is going to be fun. So that's it for the unboxing, lads. Stay tuned to the channel for build updates on this. I can't see it being a big series, as in 4 or 5 videos. I doubt it. Might get it all into 2 or 3. Sort of 1 construction, 1 painting, and a final reveal. Great thing about 1/72 scale though is once they're made, they're so small you can put them anywhere. You know what I mean? You could sort of, if I'd all my tanks that I've done from when I got back into the hobby, if I did them all in 1/72 scale, I'd have room for them all. Unfortunately, between 1/35 and 1/16, I have no room whatsoever. Like I said, the 1/16 scale is literally right beside me there on the table. So that's it, lads. I'll catch you on the builds. Don't forget to join me on Monday, myself and Abby. We do our weekly bench update Monday. And like I said, as well, stay tuned during the week. We have the odd little update might go up, and anything else I can think of if I do a video. Also, there's a Facebook page, John Moore Scale Models Facebook page. Link is in the description box below, so come along and join me there on that. There's quite a few members already. I only set it up about just over a week ago. It's going strong. Some nice people sharing their builds and things on it, and it's for people like me who've just got back into the hobby or been back into the hobby for a while. We're learning, we're adding to our skill set, and I mean, we don't really care what it comes out like as long as we enjoy ourselves in the build and the painting, and what we come up with for a finish makes us happy, and that's all that matters as far as I'm concerned, because it's a hobby, and that's all that hobbies are. There are people out there that sort of take it a bit more serious, my channel isn't for them, and neither is the Facebook page. It's for the old fellas like myself and the hobby builders, okay, of all ages, not just old fellas, all ages. So lads, gonna leave it at that. Don't forget to join me. See you in the next one. Stay safe.